There's Big Daddy.
I wonder, can you hear you?
You want me right here?
Yeah, this is you.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Where are they at?
Dave's in Miami and Josh is in LA.
Come on, LA.
Yep.
And we're in New York.
Okay. Where are we? I just smoked so much weed with those gays.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
You smoked it while you were recording?
Oh, sure fucking did.
Yeah, the gays get crazy here, honestly.
Are we good? Can
Yeah.
everyone hear me still as well as you're going to hear me, I guess?
There
Yeah.
he is.
We got you.
All right, so we good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, BFF, welcome
I'll
back,
die.
Jeffree. What just happened? I was looking down.
I was going to smoke, but I told him I would die. I would have a panic attack and then
Oh.
I'd run out.
Yeah, so Jeffree, welcome back. I guess you're doing like the full tour at Barstool, and you just did Out and About and was smoking weeds, or like we got a high Jeffree Star right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm always high. I've been high for 10 years. But yeah, Barstool's running a train on me today. I really appreciate it. It's an honor.
Do you get exhausted doing that? Like I do this one podcast, and then the day I'm like, geez, that's a lot of podcasting
No, I
per
could
day.
talk. No, I love it.
Okay, good.
We had a ball.
Yeah, I had him on first, so I got him first.
You've already had him on.
She's already ran through
Planet
me.
Bree?
I had him on this morning, yeah.
All right, so did you guys just talk about like what we're going to talk about?
No,
No.
we didn't talk headlines or anything. We talked Jeffree.
Well, but we're going to talk Jeffree. No.
No, we're going to talk Jeffree.
So, all right.
Dave's
Well,
like,
did you guys
"What?"
talk about the Michaela Noriega beef?
A little bit.
We
Yeah,
touched.
so we're just gonna we're gonna
We
If we
touched. We
want
didn't have
just-
that much time.
Yeah, don't worry. You know.
if we just want to clip, we can all take like a half an hour break, Josh.
Yeah.
And just do
dude,
like
that's
Planet
sick.
Bree on our headlines.
Planet
and then,
Bree.
like, go to ours.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I could go like back to bed for 30 minutes.
I don't know that that's ever happened in the history of podcasting that we got scooped by our own person like on the podcast.
Yep, scooped
Yeah.
him right out.
Kind of iconic.
Mhm.
You know how there's like The
Alright.
Had to do
Walking
it to him.
Dead? There's like The Walking Dead and like The Talking Dead. We're kind of just The Talking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
All
is
right.
going to come out before mine, so you guys actually, you went on
Okay.
BFFs.
Well, then that's good.
Yeah,
So
that is
we
good.
talked
That
about it
is
the other
good.
week because you got mad. Well, we can do the whole, and these are kind of Jeffree background, Jeffree stories, I guess, sort of, that you commented on. But the Michaela Nogueira was under fire because of a brand mascara deal, and people believed it was a hoax because Michaela was wearing fake eyelashes.
Come on.
And then you got in on it, right? You got in on it.
Well, listen, the beauty conspiracy, it brought me out of the woodwork. I kind of took a break from reviewing makeup for a while. I quit YouTube in November and I was just so burnt out on the community. So in a good way, she kind of released the Kraken and she woke me up. And I was so surprised that we're living in an era where people accept liars as entertainment. Not that they ever haven't before, but the beauty world, we kind of had a lot of respect. Now there's girls making hundreds of thousands of dollars by lying, and I just thought it was very disturbing. So I came out of the woodwork, I tried it, and yeah, she's a liar. And it was very bizarre that beauty is now in this weird space. So it was offensive, and now I've been reviewing it full-time on TikTok, and I'm re-inspired. So she actually did me a favor.
So is that like a new thing, the people kind of lying about the products because they're getting paid, or do you feel like that is
I think it's
always been going on?
I think it's always been going on, but people really didn't get away with it. Where nowadays more people are doing it. You know, I made a joke that she has a wedding to pay for, but there's so much money in the beauty world, and she's making millions a month. And I actually tried the product; it was great, and she didn't need to lie. So I thought it was so weird.
Did you guys like after you ripped her, did she reach out or anything or nothing?
We spoke, and I was trying to get her to try the product live with me, and she refused.
Did she admit that she lied?
No.
No.
She's smart. Yeah, you know, she has a whole team behind her, so they told her to stop talking to me and engaging. So
Got it.
she has not engaged since that incident.
I gotta
So for
say,
like,
Oh,
so
go
for like
ahead,
someone
Josh.
that doesn't, yeah, I was gonna say for someone that like, you know, doesn't know makeup very well,
Mhm.
how do you know for a fact like it's a lie just because like there's no makeup that's gonna make your eyelashes like grow that? Like
Yeah,
that?
and it was
Yeah.
the way that the video was cut. It was like she did the the one coat, she did 2, and it was actually pretty. And then she goes away and it comes back and there's this whole extra little guy in the end. And TikTok, the quality's great. So people downloaded the footage, they zoomed in, and there was definitely
You could see the separation.
you could see the separation of the real lash versus the fake. And it was like a big moment of like, wow, this girl that we all love and fell in love with during the pandemic, maybe a fucking liar. And it just turned into like, wow, I thought we trusted her. And then she never acknowledged it. She vanished for days and days and days, and then came back, made a joke of it in her intro, and never talked about it again.
Yeah, that was crazy to me that she never mentioned it.
No, her team's smart. She has a good media management team.
See, I don't know that I would say that was smart. Like, I feel like if everyone's saying you lied and they know you lied, you're almost better off being like, yeah, I got paid a shit ton and I lied. I guess then your credibility's gone, but it's like you may actually get it back by owning it, you know?
So L'Oreal, the brand, is massive, right? They've been around forever. They have a contract with her, and she was not allowed to say it was false.
Got it. Total side note, this look you got on, this is Louis Vuitton, right?
Yeah, just my little full New York moment.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I went to a Louis Vuitton like fashion show here in Miami.
Okay.
What happened?
The crocodile bag fell. All the weeds everywhere. I know. I'm just kidding. So
we went to one in Miami as like clients. They're like, you know, Dave has a sucker on his head. He'll buy shit if we invite him to like the fashion show. And they did say like wear Louis Vuitton. I'm like, oh, people won't like wear Louis Vuitton. People were dressed head to toe like they're going to a sporting event. Like straight Louis Vuitton. It was wild, like things I'd never seen, like jackets like what you're wearing. Pretty wild shit.
It's a full world. It's kind of like a cult in a good way. I was just in Paris with them. They flew me out just to see all the new stuff, and they're just so cool. They're such an awesome company.
It is a big time. It's a fashion cult. I assume all the major like designer brands are sort of like that, but yeah, it was wild. So you were in our world for a few weeks, 3 weeks with Taylor Lewan.
Yeah.
And he's obviously got a podcast with us with the boys.
Yeah, and a few of those clips went viral recently. One of them has 500 million clicks.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Taylor is a football player. He's got a podcast with us, Bussin' with the Boys. And it became rumored that he was dating you. And you were like posting pictures. Nobody knew who the guy was. Taylor was big time, like playing into it. And all these clips are going viral. Here's what I've heard. That you maybe were talking to a friend of his, and he was like, I haven't got the full details, but I think you were talking to a friend of his, and then you guys both played into it. But what exactly was that?
Yeah, so I would say about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I got a DM from a very handsome, tall NFL player. So my new thing is I don't hang out with broke guys anymore. I'm getting older. I need to hang out with someone that has a job. So even hooking up, I'm like, So I got a really nice message from someone very attractive. He came out to Wyoming when they didn't make the Super Bowl, his team. And we had fun. So he doesn't have any distinctive markings. So I make content for a living. I go, oh, can I post a funny like video or a clip of you? And he was like, absolutely not. And I was like, well, what if it's just from behind and you can't tell who you are? And he's like, oh, sure, whatever. He has humor. He's really cool. And Taylor happens to know him. So we posted the picture in the bathroom, and then it was just bam. It went crazy.
And you guys both playing heavy into it, obviously.
After the fact, yes.
So like the picture of the holding it. So we've never said you haven't said who the actual person is.
No, my whole thing is, when we've talked about it before, I want people to always be able to feel safe. So no kissing and telling, because then it ruins it for my future. So when the next A-list rapper wants to fuck, they're not going to hit me up anymore.
So what is this whole page we have on our?
She gets it.
So what is this whole page I'm looking at? It's somebody trying to figure out who the person is, but they never did.
By the shoes, by the knees, by the ankles.
If you click, there's so many comments. There's a few people that wrote the guy's name, yeah, but no one actually like
pinpoint it.
No, thank God. And he's single. There's no actual wife. I don't do that anymore.
Are you still fucking around with him or no?
I haven't seen him since Arizona.
Okay. So since like you were
And
with
he didn't go to the game.
I'm like looking. There's like pages and pages and pages, and we still don't have it. There's just I see Taylor 1. It's just more Taylor.
Yeah, no one really broke it.
Oh my.
Well, he is saying Jeffree just said it was just people guessed it, but there's too many names being guessed, so it's like
Yes.
the people are throwing
And
a bunch of arrows.
I thought it was funny when some of the players' wives were getting upset. At the end of the day, if you know your husband's faithful, why would you care that there's a funny rumor? You know, it's harmless. It's not affecting anyone. So yeah, it was funny to see some of the wives go crazy. Some of them I became friends with, which is really cool. So it brought fun content together, and the wives started doing funny TikToks, and I thought it was hilarious. So I never knew it was going to be that big, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I certainly became acutely aware of it because of the Taylor angle. So you also recently, your team Selena, you've made that very clear. Although they patched it up, so I don't know if there's a team now.
I think they felt like they had to patch it up, and they probably still hate each other.
Okay, and you've made it clear. Why are you team Selena?
She's just the real one. I mean, at the end of the day, when people put out products, right? I review shit for a living. I think that Hailey's is just a joke. I just think it's
okay, but that's a product thing. So you're not necessarily like.
Well, there's a whole thing.
thing.
If you're on TikTok and you deep dive, which I refused to do that for the longest time. When we first met, I didn't even go on TikTok. Now I'm do it every day. You can go down the rabbit hole, as they call it, right? Of how obsessed Hailey is with Selena and weird shit and similar tattoos and copying poses and clothes. And once you like start seeing it all mapped out, bitch is nuts. So I was just really turned off. And I think celebrities are allowed to put out whatever they want. It just seems so inauthentic. It looked like Kim K's with the color shift, and it was just so boring. So I did a review. I threw it in the trash, and here we are. Here we are.
I will say, I think we've talked about before, anybody who does a deep dive, it's like almost a sports team. You can find ways to justify, because we've seen stuff where Selena's like liking old Bieber pictures and stuff and putting like heart emojis. And if I was dating or married to him, I'd be like, why the fuck are you doing that? So
right.
There can be probably each. But yeah, you trashed the road.
Literally trashed it.
The road. That's such an awful name. Oh my God.
Oh, so you guys, all right. So Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star recently released a third series together where they revealed there was a new makeup palette called Doomsday. They were creating, but I love that name, but never launched. Doomsday would be the second palette Shane and Jeffree did together. The first palette, Conspiracy, famously broke Spotify at its launch. So is this actually happening?
We were going to do it, but we're not anymore. It was, yeah.
Why?
Just the internet took the fun out of it.
How much money would you make if you did something like that? It seems like you'd make a ton of money.
Oh my! The first one was, we broke every beauty record. We sold 1.2 million eyeshadow palettes in 12 hours. It was the craziest experience. But I think I don't like to recreate magic. We did it once. We had something else in the works. The pandemic happened and drama happened, and we just never did it. So we wanted to show what it was going to be. And I've taken shades from the palette and put it into other launches, and gave them new homes.
Got it. We have a series here, you discussing quitting YouTube as a short form content. TikTok has taken over. You admit you didn't want to do YouTube. It's not getting views like you once was, hard to get views. So are you a fan of TikTok? You like that? That's why you're doing it.
I actually really like it.
I'm reading these questions. It's like dumb. It's like, says you're on TikTok. Does he like TikTok? Well, yeah, he's fucking on TikTok. So the producer led me into at their peak. I guess the question at their peak, what do you prefer, TikTok or YouTube?
I love TikTok. I think because I never jumped on the hype when it first started, I didn't get to enjoy it. So now that YouTube is, to me, YouTube's not dead, right? Mr. Beast gets billions of views. It's just the beauty community in YouTube. People don't watch makeup tutorials long form. TikTok took over that, the attention spans changed for our culture. So I'm really enjoying it again, and I can edit myself. I don't have to hire a team of people and waste a bunch of time. It's like I could review something, edit in 20 minutes, and it's up. It's actually really fun.
Since we last talked, you launched your own skincare line, Jeffree Star Skin.
Yes.
Since people stuck inside wearing masks because of COVID, people that's creative, their makeup began focusing on skincare.
Yep.
So how is that going?
Phenomenal.
Killing it?
Yeah, it's going really great. I think my formulas work. I spent a lot of time on it. It was actually, I obviously didn't know the pandemic was going to happen. So they had been in the works for a few years and the timing could not be more perfect, honestly.
How much of what you do, like, and I'm not, well, Brie,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you like an honest question.
Okay.
Could he put out anything and it would sell, or does it have to be good?
Yeah, so there's like a narrative surrounding Jeffree's products that, I mean, I think it's true. Everything that he puts out, like even if people hate him, they will agree that his products are good. So like his eyeshadow palettes, people are like, the pigment's great. Everything that he puts out, whether you love or hate him, his products are good.
Facts.
Okay.
And a lot of, I always see people that hate you on TikTok, but
You
they're
are
like,
sitting
this
right
shit's
next
good.
to him, so
No,
maybe-
people do
No,
hate
that's-
you, and
I
they
mean,
love your
and,
products.
and that's very real. There's a lot of people that hate me as a person. They think my products are superior to a lot of brands, that's actually really humbling.
yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Says a lot about your products.
I
though.
love it. And I actually really care. I've always cared. I give my all to these formulas and I actually try them. That's why a lot of these celebrities, they have a team behind them. They don't create anything. They don't even name them. And I've just seen a lot.
What is for your upcoming projects? What is this cotton candy queen collection? You have good names. You're a good namer.
Cotton, thank you.
I just opened all of it. Actually, it's
Is it
sick.
sick?
The
It's fucking
packaging
dope.
is really cool.
It's our new collection. It's a color eyeshadow palette. We have liquid blushes for the first time, which are very trending now. It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
And it all smells delicious.
It's magical. It's really cotton candy.
I think
Jeffree has teased an autobiography coming out at the end of the year. Fans are eager to know what Jeffree will discuss about the drama between himself, Shane Dawson, Toddy Westbrook, and James Charles. Is this all in the autobiography? Or are you gonna give us any like clips that we can get millions of views on, or what?
Absolutely. Yeah, the autobiography touches on everything from me and my mother's womb up until Dramageddon. The fans labeled it that. The funniest name ever. And the pinnacle moment of them uploading those videos about us, lying, the explosion, the death of the beauty community, and my perspective and my heartbreak behind the scenes. You hear all of it, and there's a lot of stuff I couldn't say that I'm just like, you know what, fuck it all. If you're gonna do a book, you have to go all the way, right? You can't half-ass it. So the lawyers have been going through it. We've only had to change one name, motherfucker. And
How long did you write the book, or do you tell somebody the story and somebody else is writing it for you?
that part, yeah.
How long did the book take?
I would say almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
geez.
2.5. Yeah.
Long time.
It's cool being interviewed for months and hours and hours. It was actually painful and healing. It was really great.
People have always said that about like me with Barstool. Like there should be like a book. It's 20 years. It should be like a book. But it's like what you just said. I can't imagine starting something that it's like, well, I know this isn't going to be done for like 3 years. I don't have the patience
and
for
there's
it.
so many stories and memories that come up that you forget about, and then it just opens up another, and just it's endless.
Yeah.
You should do
Very
that
traumatic.
though, Dave. Dave, you should do that. That'd be a pretty cool.
Yeah, but like I said, I'd be dead by the time it comes out. Like
3 years,
You
Dave.
think you're gonna die in
yeah,
3 years?
I'm closing in on 50. That's like,
Damn.
That's
All
not
right,
bad, bro.
is that gonna be like is that gonna be how I celebrate like my 50th, like a book?
Release at your funeral.
I don't want to do anything where it's like, yeah, it'll come out when I'm 50. That's like too depressing to think
We're all
about.
getting older.
Yeah. Wow. You
These
really
kids
age
are young.
yourself.
I know.
I'm 46. I just turned 46. So
30.
yeah.
I'm 37. It's nuts. What do you think about Aiden Ross saying there's only 2 genders?
You're born with only 2 genders. I'd give him that, but like I don't
love
care
a good pause.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
there's
here-
no gulp. Just a,
it's one of those issues that is very. I go back and forth on. I don't care what anybody does.
Yeah, but just scientifically with facts, there's only 2 genders.
When you start with 2, there's only. Everyone should have rights. But here's like a story that I think it goes overboard. And this is from a while ago. Like it was a high school graduation, and typical high school graduations, you have a white cap and a blue cap, females, males. I don't think people should be insulted if they don't create like a green hat and a third. Like that to me is not insulting to anybody. I do whatever bathrooms. I don't give a shit really about any of it. I think most people complain about it are probably looking for something to complain about.
Yeah.
But there's certain things like I do feel you just asked me a question that can get deep. Like I don't think and this is a hotly contested story. I don't think like a transgender, somebody born as a male, should be able to compete in female sports. I think that's an unfair advantage for that person. Like there was a big thing with the swimmer. I just compete versus the men. We can give you the bathroom, all that. But I don't care if someone does it. I'm all for equal rights. But I think that takes away, like there's certain things that you can't inherently deny. Yes. That you're still going to be stronger.
And thankfully, we're evolving as a culture where we can talk about these things openly without me and you being canceled in an hour.
Yeah, it's right. Just I still get canceled pretty good.
Oh, I love it. That turns me on now, Brian. Yeah. But I fully agree.
We got a game association for you.
Okay.
Word association. So you just say whatever comes to your head right when you see the picture.
Oh, should we get high real quick?
Yeah, hit your pen.
Word association. Iconic collection. Is this 2 words or 1?
Whatever. You can say is whatever comes to your head. Shane Dawson.
History breaking records.
Disney Channel character.
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah. I think when people don't interact a lot online anymore, people think there's beef. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Does he still do stuff?
Yeah, he has a merch line. He actually has a podcast. So he's doing his own thing.
Oh, that's good.
Don't you think Dave should offer me a podcast?
Yeah. Dave, give Jeffree a Barstool podcast.
On like beauty products or just life?
I'd be more of like a good sex educator. Sex, beauty.
Wow. He's going to get into porn too.
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Maybe.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, me and Brie were just looking at some of the content.
I think it would be good for him. If he's bored. Okay. It's a rich people sex, like on private jets and shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tana Mojo.
A slutty, hot, beautiful mess. I love Tana.
Dave, what would you say?
Train wreck.
For this one?
No. That was...
Tana.
I like Hailey.
Yeah.
And I like Tana to a degree.
Yeah.
That's it. Yawn.
She looks classy there.
She does.
I think she's pretty.
Zoom in on the face.
Uh-oh.
I got no zoom.
It's trying to zoom.
I know, I saw that.
It's giving like, I'm so bored. I can't believe I'm here. I want to die.
She does always look bored. You said that about her picture on her
Every
skincare.
face, it's just like, because we know we've all done photo shoots. You know, you've clicked 300 options. You know, unless you don't know how to move.
She needs to use her eyes.
Yeah,
smiles.
she needs to look more happy.
Maybe
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this picture of her.
I think she looks pretty.
Men liking miserable women. That's new. She has Justin Bieber's dick. It's like,
you
act
can't
more
be
happy,
sad,
bitch.
yeah.
The fuck? Indifferent. She's been shady to me once online.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I love Addison.
What did she say?
Addison's stan.
She's probably just being, she was on Instagram Live with Kourtney Kardashian's little son, which I thought was
Mason.
which I thought was bizarre in itself. And then they had a little shit talk moment.
Really? About you?
Yeah. Well, this was a funny joke because Mason said that I was a spoiled brat. And I think he was being funny, but I don't think an 11-year-old could have that much sarcasm. So the irony was so heavy, I didn't even bother.
That's kind of awesome. Mason Dixon calls you a spoiled brat.
It is kind of cool.
I
would say she looks
kind of iconic. I like that look there. Yes.
Yeah, she looks grown up.
Yeah, like a Star Trek
she's gorgeous.
waitress.
Like a Starlight. I won't go Star. Yeah, I guess Star Wars.
First thing that comes to mind is Cell Block 8 prison. This person should be behind bars. Yeah.
Free. What about you? You just meet her the other day or something?
Not her. Oh my god. I wish you could zoom in on the eyes. There's no soul in that fucking body. It's so sociopathic and creepy.
Yeah, I met him. We talked about it on BFFs.
Demonic. When you hear about people selling their soul.
Oh, didn't the Illuminati come for you?
They tried. I think they got a few of my old friends because they don't look like there's anyone in there. I want to like knock on their heads, but it might shatter all the fucking plastic.
That's
How
terrifying.
old is James Charles?
I think he's my age. I think he's like 23.
Got it.
Interesting. Oh, very talented. He's cool.
Does he still
Looks
work
like
with
he
Shane?
should have a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does
He has
look
a
like that.
podcast now with
little Gandalf type.
someone else.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I
He
haven't
has a
seen him.
podcast. Yeah.
Who is this person?
He was Shane's videographer. He shot our two first series.
Got it.
With the conspiracy palette.
Yeah. Oh, yay. So Madison is a friend of mine, and she worked for me for about 6 years.
Okay. We like her?
Yep. She's amazing. She's loyal, and she's very talented.
Hairdresser.
What did you just say?
Hairdresser.
Hairdresser. She looks like if you walked into the salon, she'd do your hair.
I've never
Heartbroken.
Is he heartbroken?
Yeah, he used to date Dixie D'Amelio.
It's over.
It's over because Josh
Somebody else
swooped in.
dates
Yeah.
her now.
Oh, Josh. Josh must have good dick then. Nice.
I don't even know how to answer that, so I'm gonna just stay silent.
Yeah.
Oh, they really set you up for failure on
They
this. Josh.
did.
Yeah, I'm so sad when I see your dog.
Yeah, I know. With the cone, it
Got a
kind of brings the
cone.
whole vibes of the podcast really down when she walks in with her cone.
What do you think of her blonde hair, Josh?
It's cool.
I
I
like,
like
it. It's a cool change, and I think she pulls it
Yeah.
off well. A lot of people try to go platinum, and it fails. Where she looks like
She looks
it's
very
like,
editorial.
Yeah, it's like
She
very
looks good.
young Gwen
Yeah.
Stefani, no doubt. Like high fashion. I love it.
She looks great.
I feel like she kind of has a face where she can pull off all types of hair.
Absolutely.
Ooh, very,
Yeah.
very nice compliment.
She's got a little
What a beautiful
supermodel face.
compliment.
Yeah, very
It's a
true. Would love to see her
beautiful
on the
compliment.
runway and have Kendall move out the way.
I feel like that's coming up
She
for her.
she could definitely.
That photo.
That's very, very.
That is
very
demonic,
nice,
baby.
Hey.
Kat Von D.
Oh, a lot of pain and turmoil. That's what comes to mind.
I think she's trashed me before, actually.
Really?
Kat Von
Yeah, I don't
D.
remember over what.
She used to be so different. She changed her entire life and expected everyone to be vegan and go along with it.
Who is she?
My ex-best friend of 12 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was she on the tattoo show?
Yeah, she had her own show, LA Inc. It was TLC's
Yeah.
number one show in the
Oh.
early 2000s.
Who was she married? She was married to somebody famous as well, wasn't she?
She Oliver Peck from Ink. What the fuck's the show called? Ink Wars?
Ink
Ink Master.
Masters?
Sorry,
Yeah,
so
Ink
many
Master.
tattoo shows.
I know.
And then she dated Jesse James. Ooh.
Yeah, Jesse James, I
Ooh.
think, is the one that I was remembering. Yeah.
Ooh. And then he cheated on her with 25 girls.
Oh.
We found out because that was her friend
Exactly
during all that.
25.
More like 28. I was trying to be nice.
How
God
did
damn
you
it.
guys find out?
I was gonna say that's a crazy, weird, like even number to pick. You know, like 25.
Yeah, I was trying to be.
Round
She
number.
hacked his email and it was nuts.
Oh, that's sad.
It was
Oh,
fucking
very
insane.
sad. Very sad.
Damn.
Bye, girl. She's in Indiana now and left LA. Thank God. I'm sure that a lot of
Kinda
people say
like
that
you.
about me.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Oh, y'all really set me up.
Who is this?
This was an old best friend in the beauty community, and we are no longer friends. Rest in peace, girl.
She
What
died.
happened?
No, she's still alive.
Oh,
She died.
I was gonna
Oh
say,
my God.
damn. that's-
Another backstabber.
can't
I
be
did a
friends
lot
with
for
a
this
dead
person,
person.
and they couldn't handle the heat of being my friend.
Does anybody, and people ask, does anybody who have a gripe about you and you're like, oh, this one's
So
legit?
if you took a minute to look at all these people, they've never said anything bad about me, minus like Kat making up
Mhm.
lies. I did so much for these people, and they couldn't hang. People don't know loyalty in the beauty world.
Are these people that like kind of faded away from you when you were getting canceled for different things?
They started to get a little like, oh, we don't know how to handle this. Might just be my friend. They didn't know how.
It's LA.
So good riddance.